very sheltered life, obviously, being in the children's home. I mean, there's not your rough and tumble and everything else, and being a loner, I could go into the scout hut when I wanted. I could go into the workshops when I wanted. I used to go round to the lockups and play with the vehicles. And nobody ever challenged me. Mr. Roberts came by a couple of times. How are you, Vicky? The thing was, although there were some children that I played with in terms of games and that sort of thing, they didn't have the same interests as me. Most of the home wasn't locked up. I mean, obviously the office block was, the church was, the Burner Baron Hall was, but, you know, you could go and play on the swings, or I used to play tennis against one of the walls on the Burner Baron Hall, basically because there was only one window in it, so the chances of breaking a window were virtually nil. And the tractor, I was shown how to drive the tractor, and I can remember Mum having me in the sitting room, I think it was. She was listening to the radio when the news came on. And it was a very sort of bombastic tune to the news then. And then after the news, you know, the BBC language, you know, ever so posh, like. And then the shipping forecast came up. It used to frighten me to death. The Dodger Bank and all this sort of thing. There's going to be floods here and storms here and, you know, dangerous at sea, high tide and all this. And it was the way it was said by a male who's, you know, I wasn't used to male voices anyway. Do you know what I mean? In normal, everyday thing. It was Ena or one of the helpers.